Documenting own life really gives you the unique insight of how your life looks from the side. Discovering changes in your priorities, lifestyle, or who you are now can be a very, very scary thing, especially if you document it online. The fear of not being liked of who you have become in this current season of life, but most importantly, because you still hold on to the image of past in your head of the version of you wanted to share with the world. It's another day. Yesterday I finished up the garden work and straight away ran to Leia because it was her sleeping time. I was exhausted, that much I can tell. Laying there breastfeeding her got me thinking how much we change over the course of our lifetime and how we should never say that certain things are not for us. Had you told me a few years ago that we would have a house with a little yard outside, I would have laughed. Because for two things really. First, buying a house in Europe as a non-European seemed like a faraway dream. Second, having a garden was never my thing. Even if I grew up in a very small town and my dad was really into gardening, we kids never really got into it somehow. Maybe because they did not have patience to show us and include us in the process from beginning on. They were scared we would spoil the seeds or plants, so this constant shushing away whilst they were doing the work. You know, normal. They wanted to get done with the work quickly. It was different time and different type of upbringing, really. And then later on, I remember that my dad would joke that we kids did not even know that there was soil beyond the pavement that we only walked on. And that's really truth. I've never really done anything in the garden before we had our own house. And even here, I realize how bad I am at it. This little bed that you saw with the flowers was done by my mom last time she visited us, and feels like a responsibility for me to care for it, something that she left for me. And the very little that needs to be done is to remove the weed and water the plant and occasionally add some supplements that the plants need. But where am I going with this? It's not that I'm gonna become a big gardener ever. No. Not really, but especially ever since I got Leia, there was a paradigm shift for me. I tend to be often very tense and stressed out throughout the day with the mundane, redundant things that I need to do. Doing gardening once in a while feels like refreshing. There is something to this physical activity that really relieves the stress, battling yourself into the mud, then the process of washing it off, and most importantly, seeing those flowers bloom.
I've been pushing away.
Being the main character of your story, but also the director of it, allows you to point out the traits of your own personality that you never really noticed, or would get upset if anyone told you about them. And then the decision comes. What parts of it do you want to keep for your online diary? Oh, pretty. And which ones do you want to toss? Today I've been other kind of busy and tired. I just filmed quick get dressed with me and I just realized how bad and not trained I am at it. I just started with those and sometimes I forget to turn on the light or set the focus. You know, have to repeat one and the same thing 20 times. Editing today's vlog, I quickly realized on what a negative wave I have been recently. Just what I did not need today is eye conjunctivitis. Today we have baby vaccination day, which means that the next 2-3 days won't be fun in any case. Even when I'm doing things that I actually love, like vlogging or going out on day trip with my family, I still found many reasons to be negative and to complain. So I'm having the feeling of dissatisfaction of what we all accomplished. The worst thing is that you can't even go to the doctor just like that. In fact, I had few occasions where I was denied and told to either go to a hospital if it was a very bad case or just wait up the line at my regular family doctor. We'll have to see what we do about this one. Once I was made aware of it, I could not unsee how I neglected the beauty of simple things. Living, being with my baby daughter, making time for the cup of matcha that I love so much, enjoying the good food that my husband lovingly cooked for me, beautiful sunsets, and being able to document them on my new camera. How insane is this? So I decided to toss a whole lot of footage for this vlog and not share here in detail. Truth being told, my last year has felt like one major transformation. Not only raising our daughter and discovering the many facets of her personality that slowly starts to unfold, but also discovering myself from a very different angle. Constantly learning what I can and cannot control, like the one with my eye conjunctivitis. Is it worth wasting my energy and time and worries? And if not, where to direct my focus? Can't believe that it was this grim outside a few minutes ago. It was like thunderstorm, like world going down. I have a footage that I filmed from our guest bedroom, and it really felt so miserable and grey. Weather never ceases to surprise me in Hamburg. 2 minutes after, you can see people running alongside the trail, and sun is out, and it's just beautiful. What can I say? 2 Amazon packages arrived, and Falco has already complained 5 times. How come that I have not opened them and they are standing around? Probably he's just mocking me because I always complain when the boxes have to stand long. Often drives me crazy. I always want to pack everything out and get rid of the packaging. This one, I remember. What I really enjoy about Amazon deliveries is that it's like next day delivery, especially if you have Prime. I know that a lot of big cities have same day deliveries even for a lot of shops, not only Amazon one. Even though it's second biggest city in Germany, we don't really have the luxury of it here, I would say. In any case, it's been long that I wanted to get a proper bowl for matcha because I've been whisking it in the other bowl that we have. So I got this one. I really liked how it looked. Made in Japan. I'm gonna link it below in case if you're searching for something similar. Another thing that we needed was this milk frother because the one we had got spoiled. This is a very basic one, needs to be handheld, but it had very good reviews. Very simple one. The last thing I got is a plate for Leia. Falco, you're making the light all the time switch. I thought having such one with, you know, like cutout on the table will be really good. I'm still definitely struggling with navigating change, and I'm still learning about the absence of correct answer in many situations. About appreciating the beauty of little things and moments, and most importantly, documenting and making what I love memorable. Thank you for tuning into this vlog. I am glad that I still filmed it even though it turned out a lot different than I initially imagined it to be. I would say this is the beauty of vlogging. You never really know what the day is gonna be looking like. I'm gonna see you on my next video, which is gonna be uploaded next Friday, and it's gonna be about 1K celebration on YouTube here and all the things that I've learned throughout this journey. Have a good one.